Here I am not trying to tell you what to eat and what not to eat. You eat whatever you want. But being a human being, the most important thing is that you do it consciously. Whatever you do must happen consciously. Your selection of food and consumption of food also must happen consciously. More than what you eat, how you eat it is also equally important. When I say how you eat it, these are all live substances. Every one of them had a life of their own, whether it's a plant, animal, vegetable, every one of them had a life of their own. If you approach it with a certain sense of gratitude and reverence towards the food that you eat, when I say reverence, it may feel like too much for you, but I'm asking you, let's say we put you in a room and you had nothing to eat for 5 days. If God appears in front of you, what will you ask for? Food? So that's how important it is. You must understand the food on your plate is not just a substance, it is not a material, it is not a commodity, it is life. It is the life-making material for you. So you must treat it as such. Right now, when it's on the plate, when it's out there, it has no value, but the moment you consume it and it becomes your flesh and blood, now suddenly it's of immense value. Why do we live like this? It's very important when it comes on your plate itself, you must treat it as a part of yourself. With great reverence, you must consume. Just the way you consume it, if you change that, food will behave very differently within you.
When you start walking the spiritual path, then whatever you do becomes extremely important. It becomes important how you take a walk. It becomes important how you talk. And it also becomes really important how you eat and what you eat. It's because what you do and how you do that have a great bearing on how you feel within yourself. It has a tremendous influence on the state of your mind. So what you do and how you do that assume a great importance. You would be surprised to know that the first teaching that Buddha imparted was on how to eat a tangerine. A few children came up to him and asked him for spiritual instructions. He then taught them how they should eat a tangerine. He said to them, "O children, when you hold a tangerine in your hand, you must know that you are holding a tangerine. When you peel it, you must know that you are peeling it. When you have a segment from it, you must know that you are removing a segment from this tangerine. And when you put that segment in your mouth, you must know that you are putting that in your mouth. And when the explosion of joy happens, as the juice of that tangerine touches your taste buds, you must know all about that. O children, you must be aware of the whole process, right from holding it in your hand to the moment when it goes down your food pipe. O children, this is known as eating consciously." So you see, this is Buddha telling children to eat consciously. to eat with awareness. And Buddha did that right after his awakening experience. So this shows the supreme importance of eating consciously. Also, it's not only about eating, as I told you. Every action of yours that you do during the day must be pervaded by consciousness. It must happen in awareness. When you do anything consciously, then the whole quality of that action changes. If you eat consciously, it will have a positive effect on your physical and mental well-being. You will really feel nourished after you have eaten consciously. A tremendous sense of well-being, a tremendous sense of aliveness will embrace you. That is the power of consciousness. That is who you are beyond this body-mind complex. And when you eat consciously, you get in touch with your real nature. You get in touch with that one all-pervasive divine consciousness. And so, you feel so alive, so joyful. Every cell of your body then becomes vibrant with joy. If you haven't been eating consciously, then you must start doing so, as it is a spiritual practice. Meditating with closed eyes is fine. You must do that too. But what about the rest of the hours that you spend with open eyes? Any action that you do consciously, anything that you do with awareness is a meditation. Whether it is taking shower, a walk in the park, climbing stairs, cleaning dishes, brooming the house, whatever you do with awareness becomes a meditation, and it brings you closer to yourself. It brings you closer to your divine, infinite nature.